Welcome back to day 10. So this is my super easier than it looks tutorial for this spooky little moon. You just need to trust me. Do you trust me? Are you trusting me? Good. So I don't know if you can hear that, but I've waited all day for 5 minutes peace and quiet so I could just sit here and do the voiceover for this tutorial. And somebody outside has just decided to start mowing their lawn. My lawn's covered in these adorable little mushrooms and toadstools. They're all popping up all over the place. They're getting obliterated out there. It's like a mushroom massacre. Anyway, as I said, this is one of those nails that looks a lot more complicated than it is. So I'm going to break it down for you. But first of all, I need to let you know that sometimes it's okay to get it wrong and start again, which is exactly what I did here. So I got to this point, thought, nah, I hated it, painted over it to start again. So we're going to start off with a black base. We're going to cure it. We're going to paint a little white moon anywhere on the nail that you see fit. I like it central. And then just like in the video for the cherry nails, which I believe was day 3, we're going to use the tacky inhibition layer on the cured gel to hold our pigment powder. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of black on a tiny brush just to do those sort of pits and crevices and things on the moon. And then we're going to use another brush another powder, so we're going to use the white one to make the moon look like it's glowing. So we're just going to dab a tiny bit around the outside of our moon. And then it's time to add the clouds. I know I'm rushing through this quickly, but it is that easy. So we're going to pick up a bit of powder on a smaller brush and do the highlighted areas of clouds. And we can always add to it later. So this is the first layer. Then I'm going to put another layer of clear base coat, because what this does is resets the inhibition layer. It gives us almost like a new layer to work on to add more detail. And then I'm going to go in with the pigment powder again, the white, and just dust it round. And this is, I mean, you can use a reference photo or you can just do it by eye, just to build it up to get those glowing clouds. Now this next bit's optional, but I sometimes like how you get like a halo around the moon. You get this sort of brown glow. But to include this effect, I'm going to make myself some brown jelly gel polish so it's translucent. So this is a good tip also for doing tortoiseshell nails. If you have a orange or a red, add a little bit of green. It makes a really nice brown. So this is good for doing tortoiseshell nails, which are always popular, aren't they? I think I forgot to mention I did add a few tiny little stars in there as well. And then it's a case of top coat. So I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.